This week on the Danny Brown Show. Man, they got personality.
Yes.
You meet a 5 or 6, they make you laugh.
Yep.
They might play video games.
They'll drink under the table.
I smoked a cigarette in their bathroom.
Oh, no.
And they don't smoke it. They like,
that's so disrespectful.
It's so disrespectful.
So
but this is back in I was so immature. They almost got me in Scientology.
Did they? Where were you living? In L.A.?
No, I was broke walking around New York one time. They was like, you want to take a personality test?
It's the Danny Brown Show. Sit back, relax, you already know why you make studios. It's the Danny Brown Show. We about to get live. Let's go. It's the Danny Brown Show. Sit back, relax, you already know why you make studios. It's the Danny Brown Show. We about to get live. Let's go.
Yo, yo, yo. What up, yo? It's your boy. Coming to y'all live from YMA Studios here in beautiful Austin, Texas. It's none other than your boy, Danny Brown. I got the booth boys with me. How y'all fellas doing?
Hey, Danny.
Doing good.
Yeah, man. I got none other than Michael Turner in the motherfucking house, man.
What's
How
good,
you
bro?
feeling?
I'm good, man. Just touched down, baby. Just touched down.
Just touched down.
Yeah.
Thank you, man, for pulling up then. Shit, man. I know it's fucking hard, man, fucking flying. But that's one thing, you came from L.A., right?
Yeah,
That's
LA.
one thing I would say I really love about Austin. Well, I guess just Texas in general. It's just 2 hours and some change to
Everything's-
everywhere.
yeah.
You right
It
in the
was
middle, so
2.5.
flights
Yeah.
don't be too crazy, I guess. Well, I got to fucking fly to Australia soon. So
That's some different shit.
that's going to be
You
some
back
different
touring,
shit. Yeah, I mean, I'm actually going back on the road. Get your motherfucking tickets. Scare
really?
the Hoes tour coming up.
Okay.
Me and JPEG Mafia will be hitting the road, hitting the town near you. I know a lot of motherfuckers complaining that we not coming to your city, but I told y'all, motherfucker, Peggy got a lot of clauses and shit, man. He been working. I ain't been working. You think I don't want them extra motherfucking shows? I need the motherfucking money. His ass good. You get what I'm saying? So we playing where we can play.
I feel it.
Hopefully, at some time, So you out here, man? You can play tonight? You at the
Yeah, so I pull up for like a week at a time. You know how like, this is now a comedy hub. So
Yeah.
you just come through. I'll do like a week here. Just do shows every night. I'm excited this time, because the last time I was here, the mothership wasn't going. So
yeah, this dope as fuck too.
Yeah, so I'll do that. With the homie Brian Simpson show tonight, and then Derek got me on something. Yeah, it's cool. It's cool because I know a lot of these dudes from LA, but obviously a lot of people reload, so it's always cool coming out seeing people.
So how long you been to LA?
3 years, dude. I moved there the day Kobe died.
What the fuck?
Isn't that crazy?
Ain't that some fucked up shit?
It was the most fucked up day to move.
Because the
to
whole
LA.
town, it was just a whole somber move. It had to be like, man, you go out anywhere, motherfuckers is like, man.
Dude.
You move to a new place. Like when I moved out here, I was fucking partying down there every day. That's how I
Oh.
got my ass in so much fucking trouble. I had to go to fucking rehab, fucking coming to Austin. But for the most part, I feel like, man, moving to LA the day Kobe died, that shit had to be like a cloud over the city.
Fucked up. It was fucked up.
Everybody sad.
Everybody was satisfied. It was like, and I'm sitting there emotional because I just relocated my life, and I'm excited too. And you're there, you can't even have any other emotions other than being sad that Kobe's dead. So
That's crazy.
But it was right before pandemic, and then so it's been like weird out there, obviously. So 3.5 years, but like it still kind of feels like I'm new just because it was shut down for so damn long.
Damn, it been 3 years since Kobe died?
Bro.
Damn, that shit.
Fam.
Fucking life moved fast, man.
I know.
You gotta get to fucking work, man. God damn it, man. What the fuck been going on with my life?
Whole city's just, have you been back to LA? Whole city's just Nipsey and Kobe murals everywhere.
Yeah, I know. No, I haven't been actually back in LA a long time. LA was getting creepy. I ain't gonna lie. It was getting a little scary for me.
It's good. I mean, shit, I like the weather.
Yeah.
And then I'm doing, like, I would say, or this is what I've realized recently, is LA's dope if you're doing dope shit. I happen to be doing dope shit
Yeah,
with
definitely.
comedy shit, so that's cool. But I definitely, it's...
Ever since the
And
pandemic.
I never knew it really before, right?
Yeah.
So I've only known it as it is now, living there, so...
No, I felt like last time I went there, I couldn't wear the Rolex in public. I'm like, oh shit, motherfuckers is
Don't do it at
this shit
Roscoe's.
getting weird. Like,
RIP
yeah,
that- Hey, the
dog,
people dying, bro.
dog, it's just getting weird out there, man. It's
Yeah.
just, I don't know. And then I just seen they passing a new law, some shit where it's like, certain like misdemeanors, they're not gonna jail you for, like fucking like.
I don't know.
No, yeah, there's some weird shit going down. Like with maybe like don't give me the line, but I think I seen some shit like that where they were saying like just like petty theft, maybe like or even like battery or shit like that, where they not.
Oh,
really
I did see that. I did see that.
That shit just gonna make shit more dangerous.
Bro, I came up in Phoenix. They'll put you in jail for less than that, so that's good. I got my DUI. I went in there for 30 myself. So
Phoenix,
what I'm
man,
saying?
that's where they got the tents at and shit, ain't it?
yes, that's what I did. I had one. I never did anything like no priors or anything like that. I had one DUI.
And they put you in the tents.
30 days.
What the fuck?
It's crazy.
That shit has got to be scary as fuck.
It was scary. It's back when remember when Spice was popping. when you rolled
Yeah,
K2
yeah.
and shit. So I was sitting there $10.
Don't get me wrong. Spice ain't never been popping with me. That ain't never been my thing.
I didn't know. I was in there. I was like, $10 for a blunt. Let me do that. All of a sudden, one of the dudes in the same tent as me thinks he's a frog till 2 a.m.
For real?
Yeah, that shit was crazy.
Yeah, I
survived though.
I'm a documentary watching ass motherfucker. So I was actually lucky enough to watch one of those K2 documentaries pretty early where motherfuckers. I think it was maybe London. I mean, somewhere in Europe.
Yeah.
The motherfuckers is on it crazy out there and just seeing the effects of that shit. But even now, man, with this new weed, motherfuckers is talking about like they putting extra chemicals and like doing weird shit with weed now, man. I mean, I just grew up on fucking smoking dirt, like.
Yes.
So once the weed started getting too crazy, man, don't get me wrong, I loved it. That used to be one of the biggest perks of going to LA. Was just being able to have fucking and just to be able to smoke so freely.
Yeah.
And just that, man. Like I remember going to New York, man, being out there, they was so strict on weed, man. You get caught with a seed, your ass going to Rikers.
Yeah.
So just to be able to like the homie I was staying with, we used to have to fucking go on a rooftop in the wintertime. Like being outside, it's nothing worse than trying to smoke a flimsy ass backwood, wind blowing. You hear that motherfucker? You really just feel like a crackhead at that point. Like what the fuck am I doing?
You gotta do recon before you hit the blunt.
Dog, it's so bad, man.
Yeah.
But now New York is. I ain't gonna lie, man. I picked the worst time to fucking stop smoking weed, man. I really feel bad for myself.
So you done?
Yeah, I'm done with everything. I quit drinking. I quit weed. I quit fucking alcohol. I quit smoking cigarettes.
Can you still perform the song "Smoking and Drinking"?
It's gonna be really hard.
You gonna edit that shit?
It's gonna be because but I mean, it's music is music. It's hard, But for the most part, man, performing a lot of those songs it has been on my brain. Like, man, I can't really.
I mean.
But for the most part, I've been really thinking about that to myself, and I have a lot of music where I'm not talking about fucking getting fucked up. So I might be redoing my set list.
Real ones, no.
And just probably doing the big songs that but like smoking and drinking is one of them big ones.
That's a big one.
Now it's gonna be fucking
$25.
Chewing zins, drinking coffee. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, you still do. I was just thinking about you just prepping for it. I was like, damn, what songs I was fucking with back in the day. It was you the first person I heard that made me feel like, damn, I could be eating pussy and being proud of it. I remember liking it, but you know how it is. Mm-hmm. I grew up in the Midwest, so it was like eating pussy was like you eat girls' pussy. You couldn't even brag about it.
Duh.
It was somehow gay to eat your girl's pussy back in. This is I'm talking.
That shit was ruining your image. I remember one time I got caught. I got caught eating pussy one time. It was the worst shit in the world.
Hey, you changed the game on that for me.
Me and my homie, we ended up going. We used to have after hours in Detroit. We went to these after hours. We ended up bagging these two chicks. He took one to a room. I took one to the other.
Yeah.
His ass being creepy and nosy all in my motherfucking business. He come up in the room with me. I got my legs flopping up in the air. I'm in that motherfucking pose like this. It was so hilarious though, because as soon as he opened the door, he just bust out laughing and fell on the ground. Just made everything extra awkward.
Oh my!
So then it was fucked up because I remember the next day I was just riding with one of my homies through the hood. This nigga was like giving me like a life speech about it. Like, man, you just can't be doing that. Pussy, man. Like,
can't do it.
You got a reputation to uphold out here. And then he pulled up on the block where everybody was hustling that, and all of them was holding their mouth, just literally just laughing and pointing at me, just running up to the car. He had to pull it off, hold them all fast and shit.
What's wrong with these motherfuckers?
But that was that was my teenage years.
It is weird. I remember the first time I did that, I didn't tell any of my homies because I was like,
you couldn't.
Yeah.
That shit was weird, man. Even you would get shamed for it, like almost.
It's crazy.
Like it was almost like having like a high school girlfriend and you slip up and eat the monkey. Then it's like she got something over your head. Like she be holding that shit on you, like blackmailing you and shit. Like you leave, I'm gonna tell everybody you ate my pussy. Or as soon as y'all break up, she go tell the whole school. Which it wasn't a bad thing for me. I was getting a lot more women after that because the motherfuckers wasn't eating the monkey. You know what I'm saying?
That's true. Now they knew about you.
Yeah,
they put the word out.
I was just an undercover eater. You know what I'm saying? Like
I love the shit. I dove more into it. That song really helped me. So
yeah, that was good. That was me embracing feminism. That was just you know what I'm saying. It was letting the women
glass
know.
ceiling for him.
Yeah, that's all that really was. But no, actually, I remember. But it all comes back to me, man. Like comedy has always been a big deal in my life, man.
Yeah.
From my dad, he used to watch fucking. I mean, we had like Comic View and
who'd you come up loving?
The most I like all the Comic View comedians for the most part. But I remember my dad. He had. He was always about tapes and shit. And he just had this, he had the Martin Lawrence talking shit.
Okay.
And that was really like the first time like I ever heard like, cause I would see comedy, like Def Comedy Jam and all that shit, but I never heard it.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And just having it on a tape and then he did the worst thing you can possibly do is like, don't listen to that shit. You know what I'm saying? You're trying to keep me away from that shit.
Yeah.
And then so I end up, I did the sneaky move, what these kids probably don't know about. I dubbed that shit. You know what I'm saying?
What you mean?
Like, he had
tape
to
it.
do a
Oh,
cassette,
yeah.
so for me to not to be sneaking in, so I
Yeah.
wouldn't be getting the tape and shit. So I just dubbed a copy for myself.
Yeah.
And I'll be listening to that shit on the Walkman, and that's when he had the sweat glisten all over my
Oh, yeah.
body. He had that joke and all that shit. And then, so for the most part, but yeah, all the fucking like comic view comedians and shit, Earthquake and fucking, but I really got into, once when we started to get into like just downloading like Napster and all that shit, that's when I really got my first, like started getting into Richard Pryor and all that. And then to be able to
It wasn't as accessible on TV when we were young.
I'm talking about like getting all those, like motherfuckers was converting them online from vinyls and shit like that. And I was just I downloaded all them shits, man. So I was listening to a lot. I think Richard Pryor is probably like the biggest one, the Sunset one.
Yes.
Like that one was really
Classic
crazy.
shit.
Like I watched that shit a lot. And then, just with age and shit, you start getting on to motherfuckers that start thinking deeper, watching Carlin and shit like that.
My pops put me on to George Carlin early. And I was probably too young to really comprehend what was going on. Mm-hmm. The nice thing about Carlin was, though, he would have a deep-ass joke. He would have 10 minutes about whatever, like, the church or, like, politics and shit. Then he'd do 12 minutes on farts. You know what I'm saying? He was good with that. Like, he would just do wordplay and shit like that. So my dad, we'd be on a rain delay for a baseball game, and we'd be reading those. Carlin had books, too. He wrote, like, 4 or 5 books. And we would just be reading out of the books.
Oh, shit.
So that was my biggest thing. But then I did the same thing, like just having. I remember one VHS we taped as a family was Tommy Davis in Illin and Philly.
Oh yeah, Tommy Davidson was hilarious.
He was so funny.
He's fucking doing Sammy Davis Jr. all the fucking time and shit.
And he had Buster Douglas in the audience for one of his jokes. He talked shit about him getting knocked out by Mike Tyson. I was like, that shit is funny.
That's crazy.
Those types of dudes. And then in Cincinnati was a good enough like culture. We definitely had a lot of black people growing up too. So I was in the BETs, the comic and shit like that. And that was always definitely very eye-opening to me to see that, because Carlin's just Carlin. Carlin's like...
And then I remember they used to have like the HBO specials.
Oh, yeah.
When it would be like, what was it? It was like they was doing like some charity type shit. It'd be Whoopi Goldberg.
And Robin Williams. Yeah, it was like something for AIDS every year.
Yeah, I used to watch that shit too. And I used
Comic Relief.
Yeah, Comic Relief.
Yes.
Yeah, I used to really watch that shit.
That
I used
had
to be
the hitters.
super into that. Yeah, that's really, I was like, that's when I knew it was levels to the shit. You know what I'm saying? From watching that shit as a kid and shit. Like, Comedy View and Def Comedy Jam. I was able to relate to that shit a lot more, because there'll be a lot of shit they'd be talking about on the Comic Relief shit that I didn't really understand.
Right.
It was just too mature for me. You know what I'm saying? But I knew it was levels to this comedy shit. But I was super into like a lot of the fucking like, just being a kid watching Saturday Night Live and fucking Kids in the Hall, because we used to get fucking Canadian channels and shit in Detroit.
Oh, did you?
Yeah,
we get that in Cincy.
Yeah, we was right across from Windsor. So. Oh
yeah, we used to drive up to Windsor when we were 19. Dude.
Yeah,
you could get fucked up.
We did that shit too.
Yeah.
We did that shit too, until motherfuckers stopped coming back.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, like a motherfucker go up there on the weekend, get drunk, get into a fight, some shit. Next thing you know, you got to go see the Queen. That'd be the worst story ever. Like, man, a homie got locked up in Canada. Like the homie got locked up in Canada. Like, fuck, because it ain't. I think up there, man, it ain't like how it is when you get locked up here. You got to fucking. You see the judge, you get out. No, the Queen, nigga, you gotta wait. It was like you gotta wait a minute. Like, no.
Well, now I can't go with the DUI. They don't let me up there.
But yeah, it was crazy because they had 18 and up strip clubs.
Okay.
Where it was like full nudity, but they wasn't no drinking and shit in there.
Which sometimes is unnecessary. They got that in Phoenix too. Like if you're 18 and up, if you don't have booze, you can see. Then with it's like actually let's just keep that panties on sometimes. That shit gets real sad once it comes off sometimes.
Yeah, man.
You don't need I'll pay for a drink just to you to keep those on. How about that?
It's almost weirder to me.
Yes.
Just to see them fucking shaking that monkey all in your face and shit. Like
the imagination of what the pussy could be is actually more exciting to me.
Like it's almost just a little more sexual with the thong on stripping, man. Like just being butt ass naked with some high heels on, just winking your asshole at me, man. Don't get me wrong, man. It's as I got older and creepier, I took a little more appreciation to it. But as me being a kid, first starting going to strip clubs at 18 and shit, I'm like, damn, that's how this shit is. This shit a little too much for me.
A little older now, I appreciate different shapes of vaginas for sure. But back then, it was like, that shit's disgusting.
Yeah,
I don't
man.
know what the hell that is.
And then it's just crazy. My craziest shit I used to always see, man, that used to freak me out being young, going to strip club, is just seeing a motherfucker suck a stripper titties. And I'd be like, damn, these motherfuckers like tipped her, then he sucked her titty, then he sucked her titty. Like, man, ain't nobody trying to suck no pre-sucked titty already. Like, you just sucked on a titty and that she done put that nipple in like 4 niggas' mouths. I used to be back there creeped out. Like, y'all niggas keep sucking her titty. He just sucked it, man. Stop. Like you going like that's if COVID started, man, it started back then, man. Like you know what I'm saying? Like
It was
these
at the
motherfuckers
strippy.
definitely had to been getting sick, man. So shit, man. You from Cincinnati?
That's funny.
We just
Yeah,
talking
yeah.
about the fucking Cincinnati Chili.
Yeah, man, that's our shit, bro.
I'm actually going to be back there pretty soon. I mean,
okay.
I might take another swing at it because, like I said, man, it was delicious. But
It's good as fuck.
just in my age, just growing up, I'm just learning that, man. You know, same thing with alcohol and everything else. It's like, man, I might love that shit, but it's just not. It's not healthy, but it's not helpful, man.
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
When I ate that shit, man, we was actually on a fucking road trip. Like, yeah, look at it. That shit just looked like
It
diarrhea.
doesn't. Yeah, I take a lot of. When I go back, the first thing I do is hit one, and I'll take a picture of it. Mm-hmm. And half of the replies are people like, "Bro, are you good? What's going on, man?"
Yeah, but it is good, man. I'm not.
It
gonna
is
lie.
good.
It is good. I put man, but yeah, whatever.
You got to plan your day. You got to if you do it at noon, you got to see what the next 5-hour window is.
What's the best spot?
So Skyline's the one.
Yeah,
right?
that's the one I went to.
That's the one.
Like but I feel like it got to be like a tourist situation, though.
It's a chain, but no. The thing is, it's a chain. It's almost like fast food. Literally, there's so many Skylines.
Yeah,
it's like anywhere like McDonald's and shit. So, but you can hit Price Hill Chili or Camp Washington Chili as
Like,
well.
it gotta be
That's
one,
like the
like-
local shit.
Like it got to be like what's the
So every hood has their own. Every little town has their own chili spot, really.
Yeah.
So whatever part you're at, I know I got a homie that swears by Price Hill Chili.
yeah? You got to send me some recommendations.
yeah,
'Cause I ain't fucking
Camp
with the
Washington.
Skyline no more. But that's the
Yeah.
You know they probably making that shit by bulk.
Yeah,
You
well,
know what I'm saying?
But if you just need a coney, real quick, hit that shit. It's good. There's also then when you get back to the Natty, then people are like, well, which Skyline? I know the one off 275 in Montgomery was the one coming up that was great. But now if you go back, you go to the Ludlow one. It's open till 3 a.m. It's the one right by University of Cincinnati. People fucked up till 3. You
Okay.
get some good people watching.
It definitely seemed like maybe I don't know, man. That definitely seemed like some drunk shit though.
It makes more sense at like 12:30 after night out.
After the club and shit, you fucking fucked up.
But I'm not gonna lie to you. I eat it with the sun out. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, that's your
That's our
hometown
shit,
shit. So you in it. I mean, like being from Michigan, Detroit.
Yeah.
We eat chili on everything. Like it's nothing I love more. Like I haven't had in forever. A fucking chili cheese omelet. Like that shit is amazing.
That's really
yes.
that's aggressive.
Yeah.
I don't know. Chili cheese omelet?
Yes, it's so good.
That sounds crazier than that. But this shit, you try to describe it to people, it's like spaghetti on some chili and shit.
Look at it.
Oh, no. That looks like a day off, bro.
Yeah, I mean, but yeah. So it's good. You act. I think
That doesn't even look like you need a doctor's note to miss work the next
I
day.
know
You
a
just
lot of
take a
people
picture
that
of that and be like, this is what I did for dinner. I
they
can't
like
come in for 2
fucking
days.
eggs and chili. That shit'll fuck you
Yeah,
up. But
that's
no,
crazy.
man, that shit is fucking good. I love
Is it?
fucking. I used to put chili cheese on chicken wings. So
Really?
yes.
Buffalo wings?
No, just regular chicken wings. Get them bitches covered in chili and cheese.
I will say in LA, there's a lot of like chili cheese fries options and
Yeah,
chili
yeah.
cheese dogs and shit like that. Like they do the chili cheese burgers out in LA that I fuck with heavy too, Tommy's and shit. Mm-hmm. So I get it.
See,
What?
I don't know if the chili cheese wings like a thing.
What?
That was a customization for me.
That's- yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I just went in there. Actually, a fucking dope fiend put me up on that shit. She's like, man, I seen this motherfucker eating it. You know, it was cold outside too. They was in front of the coney and this motherfucker just had the thing and she was just swapping that shit up.
Dude, that
and
shit
I'm
is
like,
concerning.
what the fuck? You put chili and cheese on wing dings? She's
That's
like,
concerning.
man, you don't know. This shit was smoking. It was smoke everywhere. She looked like she was smoking crack eating that shit. I'm like, fuck. So I tried it one time. I mean, it's a lot of protein.
I fuck with chili heavy. So I do like I'll go hit. I'll try to see what the best chili cheese fries are in LA and shit like that. It is funny because you think of LA like clean eating, vegan eating, and shit
Yeah,
like
yeah,
that. They
no.
got chili cheeseburgers
I eat
every
fucked
other
up when
corner.
I'm in LA.
I know it's crazy.
Fucked up. But that's the whole thing about it, man. Coming from Michigan, it's always a joke that we can put chili and cheese on everything. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
There's
yeah.
some truth to that. But for the most part, man, you'll be surprised how much of an upgrade it is to put chili on something. The thing is about me is, like, I separate it. Like, if I'm putting the chili on something, it has to be that fake bullshit chili that come out the can.
That's-
But
yeah.
when you see them make that shit, you be like, oh shit,
Yes.
this shit can't be good
Yeah.
for my health. They fucking dumping that shit out the can. They just put hot
Put a little
water
powder
on
on the
it.
shit.
And it's chili.
Yeah.
But real like homemade chili. When,
Mystery
you know,
meat.
You know, the real homemade chili where they get down with it. Ain't nothing worse than that chili and fucking, man, whatever. All right.
First of all, I worked at a Skyline and I saw the process. It's not that cool. It's concerning.
So Skyline got the fake chili too.
I mean, it's just like process. Yeah, like
They
the
got
whole.
to because it's,
you know
if
what I'm
it's
saying. You
a
got to do
chain.
it. Yeah.
Like, they can't be just in there. Like I feel like making like real homemade chili where you fucking putting, you know.
Oh
real,
yeah, nobody's
that shit
back there.
Making
It's
time.
me. It was me as a 16-year-old putting some shit in a
Yeah,
little
16-year-old
kiln or
chili
whatever.
all
You know what I'm
fucked
saying?
up, man.
I put too much water in it one time. It was watery chili a whole night.
Yeah, that's the
Shout
thing
out to
about
the
that
Loveland
shit.
Skyline. I fucked it up. That's on me.
That's the thing about that shit. You gotta have the water and chili mix. All right, we're gonna hop into some of these Ask Danny's.
Ask Danny.
What you got?
All right, you can always hit me up, Danny at thedannybrownshow.com. It's Danny at thedannybrownshow.com. First up, we got tall women. Yo, Danny and the Booth Boys, I've been talking to this girl I work with. I really like her, and I think she's waiting for me to make a move. However, she is taller than me. I'm an average-sized male who can be a little sensitive sometimes, and I'm pretty sure tall girls can be quite self-conscious about their height, especially when trying to find a boyfriend. Do you have any experience or advice dealing with tall women? Should I wait to know more, or should I just grow some nuts and be on my WNBA All-Star game shit? Much love from New Zealand. I mean, tall women is hot. Think about it. It's fucking models and shit. You know what I'm saying? But for the most part, I think tall girls are a little sensitive about their height.
I think it's funny that short guys and tall girls are both sensitive about their height. The tall chicks think they're sometimes too tall, shit like that. I think it's a bit all a confidence thing. I'm 5'9". I probably can't do much taller than me, but I've definitely hooked up with chicks that are like 5'9".
I mean,
also.
the thing is about me with tall girls is that I mean, I've dated some tall women in my life.
Yeah,
and,
taller than you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I dated one girl. She's about like 6'4".
Yeah.
But the thing is that was fucked up about it was that, man, the bitch feet big than a motherfucker, man. That's the last thing you want to see in the bed. That fucking toe bigger than a motherfucker. You know, I'm a feet guy. I like women that have nice little pretty feet and shit. You don't want no bitch. You got fucking size 10 Air Force Ones. You like, God damn, bitch, I can fit them bitches. You know what I'm saying? You trying on her LeBrons and shit. What the fuck is going on?
You in the bedroom trying to square up. It's more of a fight than fucking.
Dog, just the big feet is crazy. You know what I'm saying? And they wearing fucking sandals and shit. You like, damn, man. Like, that's the only thing about me. It's cool to have a tall girl, but I don't want no bitch with no feet bigger than mine.
Yeah, you can't have that. You can't have that.
It's just weird, man. I don't know.
Yes, I completely
Imagine
agree with that.
sucking on them toes, big ass foot in your hand. You look like you holding a burrito. Like, no, man.
I'm out on that.
Something about that is not sexy.
Hard
to me,
out.
man.
Hard out.
So yeah, but don't get me wrong, man. Tall women is like, I guess that's like the essential. Like models and shit are tall. Ain't no short models. You know what I'm saying? So if you get a badass tall bitch, that's like some shit. But for the most part, I would think I've dated most of my girls have been around a 5'7", 5'9" range.
My last girl was 5'7". But I'm 5'9", so my girl now is about 5'3". That's pretty nice.
I've never really dated like a super small, like 5'3", like midget down there, midget.
Yeah.
I never dated small girls like that. I mean,
I got mine 5'3" with a big old ass. Works for me.
That's right. That's right.
That's what we're doing.
It always be them short bitches with the donkeys.
You know what I'm saying?
It's something, I guess that's where the height go. The height go to the ass.
Yeah.
Man. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
All right. Next up, we got quitting Adderall.
Uh-oh.
Hey, Danny, my question to you is, do you have any experience or advice to share regarding your journey quitting Addies? I get the max prescription each month for the last 3 years. The last month especially, I started popping them like Tic Tacs. I want to break out this cycle, but so far, I couldn't muster up the motivation or commitment. Peace, Ricky. Man, that's a slippery slope. I mean, I don't know, man. It seems, I mean, if you prescribe, I would never prescribe Adderall. So.
I just had the hookup in college.
Yeah.
Only reason I got through ASU.
But I don't feel like Adderall is like I guess if you were prescribed that shit ever since a kid and you really see the benefits in it. Because like me, I was abusing it. I wasn't really using it. Once I realized, shit, you take Adderall and you start getting drunk with that shit to cocaine.
We call it Diet Coke. Back in Phoenix, we call that shit Diet Coke.
So it was like, it was all bad after that. Like I wasn't writing no more raps. I just was taking Adderall for fun at that point.
Yeah.
But yeah, man, I guess,
As long as you're not crushing it and snorting it, you good.
I've done that.
He said, I've done that.
I've done that. Next day, blowing my nose is just pink on the tissue.
Off a stripper's nipple, and all of a sudden you sucking on it?
Like, no, I'm not sucking the bionic nipples, man. That's crazy to me.
Do you like the Addy though? So you combine it with drinking, so you feel like you can go all night, or like drink.
Yeah, I mean,
longer?
it just made me just be able to be superhuman in that sense.
Yeah,
you know?
yeah.
Like, I mean, but for the most part, man, anything that's doing that, you know, the fucking. The downside to it, man, when you get that next day, that fucking, you just feel like shit. Like, you want to fucking end it all. Yeah. Type shit. You know what I'm saying?
Also, it doesn't help the erections at the end of the night, too.
Oh, hell no.
That makes you a little tic-tac dick going.
I've definitely
can't do that.
Gummy worms like a motherfucker off Adderall.
Yeah.
And not eating. Because that's the main thing about this shit. My ass wouldn't eat.
Kills the diet.
And be fucking taking Adderall. I would like literally, like, just say if I was to go to LA or something, and you know that 3-hour time difference, it would always fuck with me. So I'd be like, I'm going to just take Adderall so I can do press and shit like that.
Right.
But the reason why I stopped taking Adderall because I didn't realize how much of a maniac it was fucking making me, just based
really?
on fucking the mood swings that shit give me.
Oh, really? I didn't
Like
know that.
when you take it for so long, I guess not being prescribed it, so I was definitely abusing it. So for the most part, man, I would be on some crazy shit. You talking too much, like saying dumb shit, like
Yeah.
and then don't add drinking with that shit, man. I can tell them that's the thing. I can tell a motherfucker that's on Adderall.
Yeah.
'Cause the thing is about coke, you do a couple bumps, man, that shit gonna wear off. You know, you got to go back. But
Right.
that Adderall, that shit is on you. You just in that motherfucker talking a mile a minute.
Really?
Like, yeah, man, it's the worst. It's the worst. So I used to really feel like I would take Adderall to do shows and shit, you know, and shit like that, man. But for the most part, man, yeah, man, I guess
I don't know.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Like, what does he need it for, too? Is he just
that's
doing
what I'm saying. It sounds like he's prescribed.
Yeah, right. Because my brother he needed that shit growing up, I remember, but he just didn't like the way it felt. So he just stopped doing it.
I feel sorry for any kid that's prescribed 30 milligrams of Adderall. They got to take it.
Dude,
You be in the classroom buzzing like a motherfucker.
My brother
like,
hated that shit. And then in high school, he used to flip it, make a little side
Yeah,
money.
yeah,
You know what I mean? That's
definitely.
the move.
yeah, now I
Why
think
don't you flip it? Make some money.
I think-
This sounds like a profit center for you, Ricky. Why don't you know what I'm saying? Pretty
I
Ricky,
think-
Freeway Ricky right there.
it's like an Adderall drought, pretty much. I feel like.
I heard that.
It's
I
been
heard
going
that.
on for some time now.
I
so,
don't know.
Yeah, I guess they double the price right now, man. So the best thing to do is
It's a good time to wean off it.
wean off it, man.
Get you some Zins.
I don't know if that's gonna help. The Zins ain't gonna do shit. Them motherfuckers, man. Only thing, man, about the Zins, man, I will, you know, I'm gonna give it all the credit in the world for helping me quit cigarettes, man. But I have
Really?
noticed my gums been a lot more sensitive.
I can see that.
Yeah,
That makes
man.
sense.
So I'm like, what the fuck is going on? It feel like a layer of skin has been ripped off of my
Really?
gums. I've been brushing my teeth, been bleeding.
Did you ever
and
do
shit.
actual tobacco? 'Cause
Fuck
that
no.
shit was crazy.
That
yeah.
shit's disgusting.
Yeah,
man.
yeah. I played baseball for a little bit, so that
Yeah.
shit is disgusting. But that does it worse than that. But I
No.
thought that was why the little quilt is in there, or whatever.
I be seeing motherfuckers that really do chew tobacco. They be hating on the Zins. Like, motherfucker, chew
Yeah,
some
yeah.
real snuff.
Yeah.
Get off that pussy shit and
Do
get
the
some real stuff. I'm
double
like,
horseshoe. Go to a country song.
man, they just got too many good flavors. I've been experimenting, man.
The Zins.
Yeah, man, they got this one called Chilled. I swear to God, it's like fucking eating an avalanche. As soon as you put that motherfucker in your mouth, you just feel cool to the motherfucker. Like, yeah, this is what I'm talking about right
Fucking
here.
Baja Blast. We got Zen Chill.
But them shits make you sleep. They do make me sleepy. If I eat too many, though,
That's
I
what you're
can't-
saying. That's
yeah,
weird. I
yeah.
would think the opposite.
No, man.
To knock you out.
Cigarettes used to do that too. When I was locked up, man, we were because we wasn't supposed to smoke cigarettes in the county, so
Okay.
we would wait at the lockdown. And
Right.
at the lockdown, we usually want to smoke one cigarette between two of us.
Okay.
But sometimes we'll get a little greedy and smoke like 3 of them bitches straight. And you
Right.
sneaking smoking them, so you just puffing that motherfucker fast as you can, doing what you got to do, and then the worst thing we used to fucking do was like the obvious dead giveaway because you had no type of fucking like air freshener or nothing like that.
Yeah.
We'll put fucking baby powder in a sock. You just fucking swipe all around the room. You just see two motherfuckers swinging fucking baby powder everywhere. You don't even realize because the lights is off. Soon as you wake up in the morning, powder everywhere. You
Everywhere.
got powder in your hair. This
Yeah.
motherfucker look like we doing white face. All
Still
type of
smells
dumb
like
shit.
cigarettes.
But yeah, after you smoke all them cigarettes, I just lay in my bed fucking spinning. And you just fall asleep off that shit. So I can totally see how. But I will say, man, shouts out to Zen. They definitely helped me.
That's one thing I never regret as a 36-year-old is never getting into cigarettes or anything like that because I just don't need to wean off it at this point.
I wish
That's
I
not
never
something-
did.
Yeah.
I mean, I never liked
Happen.
cigarettes. It's the most fucked up shit. For me, it really came from just hustling and shit.
Yeah.
And sometimes the motherfucker might be a little too broke to get some weed, man. And nigga be like, fuck it, hit this cigarette. You hit the
used to do-
cigarette, you be like,
we used to do
fuck.
Black and Miles in Cincy.
Yeah,
That's
I had a black and mild phase.
Yeah.
I used to smoke them motherfuckers to the plastic started melting.
Yeah.
That shit had. I might
freak 'em?
I got yeah, definitely. I did
had
all
to
that
freak 'em.
shit. I just stopped fucking with them when they started making all those weird wine flavors.
The wine and the
shit like
wood
that.
tip. Wine and the wood tip, that's too fancy.
And
I
then
agree.
it just looked like it just looked like poverty. When you see a motherfucker, like especially now, 2023, if I see a motherfucker smoking a black and mild, I'm gonna ask him, do you need some help? Like,
Yeah.
I'm gonna
Oh,
give him,
yeah.
I'm gonna
It's a
just
tough
tell him,
look.
like, you know they got better help, man.
It's
They
a
got
tough
online
look.
therapy for you, man. You can go get you some help, man. You need somebody to talk to, man. 'Cause
Like those little swishers you used to smoke back. I used to steal them from the thriftway.
just a
It's
normal
like-
swisher.
Dude, smoke. We didn't know. We were like 14 stealing
What the
shit. We just wanted to
fuck?
steal shit. We didn't know.
Only time I ever smoked just a normal swisher one time, just being like going overseas or something, take some swishers with you and can't find no weed, and ran out of cigarettes or
Yeah.
something. You'd be like, fuck it, I'm just about to hit this motherfucker. But then that shit is dangerous,
Well,
man.
we used to do. There was little ones. They were almost
Yeah,
like
the
cigarettes.
cigarellos.
Yeah. Those
Yeah.
were the ones we would hit.
Yeah, that's fucked up.
It was fun. You know, in hindsight, it
I'm
was
sorry you
fucked
had to
up.
go through
I
that,
was
my
going through
brother.
some stuff. I was going through some stuff. I was in between checks.
Dub, if you ever need someone to talk to, man, I'm here for you, brother. All right, man. Next up, we got the girl I like is a drug addict. Hi, Danny
Oh,
Brown.
there she goes.
So for a couple months now, I linked up with this girl from my past, and we had a couple lovely nights, if you know what I'm saying. But after she grew distance, when I asked her why, she said she was struggling with addiction and was having trouble letting anyone in. I tried to move on, but I can't stop thinking about her. What do I do? My friends tell me to just move on and maybe see what happens later, but my heart is hurting every day. Damn, you fell in love with a crackhead. That sounds like one of them Quan Mill books. You know what I'm saying? For the most part, man, I'm not trying to joke on you or nothing, but yeah, you need to get
That's
joked
tough.
on. I mean, you kind of need to get joked on.
How do you not know?
Yeah, you tell your homeboys about this shit. They're like, man, you fell in love with this crackhead bitch. But for the
Sex was
most
probably
part,
crazy for a little bit.
that's
though.
what it was. She
Yeah.
done threw that fucking spun pussy on him. He ain't know what to do. But yeah, man, you ain't if you ain't trying to fall down the rabbit hole she in, you might as well move on, brother.
Yeah.
That's what I'm trying to tell you.
You won't do
Addiction,
that.
I mean, if she's struggling with it, it's obviously something, and then she ain't fucking with you, so it's obviously something she got to get with herself, man. She got to find herself through her personal
Look
shit.
what happened to Jesse in Breaking Bad, bro.
Yeah.
Don't do it.
A lot of motherfuckers, man, started doing drugs because of women.
Yeah.
You know, for the most part. The first time I ever did coke, it was with a girl, but I
yeah.
didn't ask for this coke. I didn't know the coke was coming. We were at Coachella. We was chilling, and I guess because I rap all this drug shit, she just thought I did that shit.
You had
know
never
what I'm
done
saying?
coke at that point?
No, never did coke.
That's crazy.
And we just chilling out. We watching. I can't even remember who the fuck we watching, and she just hit my nose like boom,
Oh no.
and it's in there. It's just there. It's,
Oh yeah.
oh, what could I do? I mean, obviously, I don't know. So I just hit it, and then it was a great. I was dancing and shit, and they say I know we was in that motherfucker grooving. I'm like, oh, this is what it's like. All right, I see what's
All of
going
a
on
sudden you
here.
listening to Steely Dan differently.
But that's the thing. I've been taking Adderall for years before that, so it wasn't that
okay.
too much far off. I'm
The
like,
stimulant.
oh, I mean, you know, obviously, there's always a stigma in the hood about anybody playing with their nose or doing shit like that. So
Yeah.
yeah. And then me growing up, I grew up in the fucking the drug free campaign, the fucking eggs and say
Yeah.
no to drugs and all that shit.
true.
So it was always like, man, you snort some coke, you gonna be a crackhead. You don't want to be like Richard Pryor and being all like that. So
Yeah. That's
So
true.
for the
Coke
most part-
felt way dirtier growing up than anything. I remember girls did it in high school. I was like, that's disgusting. Now it seems like, then I went to Arizona State. It was like, that was pretty normal.
yeah, it's a party. I mean,
Yeah.
But now, I mean, it's getting sketchy now with all this fentanyl shit. So
No, it sucks because
I
Coke was
would-
a great thing. If you just wanted to stay out till 2, it was a nice thing. But now I can't trust anybody.
yeah, definitely. And then it's a slippery slope, man. You just never know. Because I was doing coke for years before I even knew I was addicted to the shit. Before you know it, you just realize, like, hold up, this shit got a hold on me. Like, god damn, you know what I'm saying? So yeah, if you don't want to be no crackhead, you gotta
No.
leave her alone, man.
Yeah, that's true.
Because that
Pussy
got some-
can't be that good.
It is.
Yeah.
He doesn't like that
Pussy's
druggy
so good,
sex.
he doing heroin.
He doesn't like that druggy sex, man. So yeah, I've been fine. You know, I finally just not got my stroke back. You know, since being sober and shit. You know, it was
What?
hard for me to find my footing.
With what? With fucking?
Yeah, just being like normal because it,
without,
it all came from stimulants and substances.
I
And
know.
so just
I got
getting
a
drunk-
homie told me, he was like, I've never had sex sober. He told me this recently. I was like, dude, this is concerning. So yeah, you get used to doing it that way, and then all of a sudden your dick is like, what is this?
And then it's almost like a
blood
stigma
is-
with it. Like even just like with coke. Like if I was to meet a girl in those days and be like, and she'd be like, oh, you want to do some coke? I'll be like, oh yes, we're fucking. Like you already just knew
okay.
it. Like it was like an undertone
One
of just
led to
like
the other.
Like if we doing coke together, bitch, I'm gonna get naked. Like that was my rule. Like if I'm doing coke with you, you gonna see these balls. You know what I'm saying? So I'm gonna figure it out some type of way. We ain't just about to be in here chatting all night.
The
you
old
know what I'm
coke and
saying?
stroke.
We gonna do some coke, bitch. I'm gonna get naked. That's
Meanwhile, fucking all night off coke.
that's just been not, I mean, in the beginning stages. After a while, that motherfucker just started doing weird shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, hold up, bitch, let me pee on you. You know what I'm saying?
Oh man, just to feel something.
Yeah, you just started doing weird shit. That's when you start experimenting.
So now you back to sober fucking?
Yeah, it's been great.
It's good?
Yeah.
Okay, good.
I'm getting, the animal is getting back in me. It's
Yeah.
the fire. I feel like
No, it's good.
just being horny normally now, you know? So
It is good.
That is,
That's how
it's
you're
starting to
supposed to-
come back. That's how I know I'm a freak. I'm still a deviant. All right, next up, Dumb Thick Psycho. What's up, D Brown?
Ooh, this is different than the last one?
I already know where this is going.
Okay.
Okay, so I met this bitch in college. She had big old double D's and thick legs. The sex was fire, but the problem was that every time she opened her mouth, she sounded dumb as hell. She started asking too much of my time, which I wasn't ready for, so I ghosted her. She went psycho on me. Kept stalking me and messaging me on different IDs and shit. A few months later, she got a motherfucker to replace me. It's been a few years, and that same dude dumped her. She came back to me now looking better than ever. I just want to hit that ass again, but I don't want her to go crazy. What should I do? Because I don't feel like she's a keeper, but I don't want to be toxic, or maybe I do. Okay. I mean, that's just...
Sounds like you kind of want to be toxic.
That's just the thing about it, man. Bad bitch problems. That's what I call it, man.
Yeah.
Any bitch you meet, I mean, there's just a fine-ass bitch, man. They can't handle rejection or not being, catered to, because they so used to just being fine as hell and everybody just bowing down to them. So once you do some shit, they go psycho, man. So
you got to be ready to lock it down or be ready to deal with the repercussions.
So the best thing you can do, if you don't want to deal with that, you got to fuck you some fat bitches. Get with you some ugly...
Some regular bitches.
Yeah, get you some regular bitches, man. Regular bitches...
Some 5s and 6s.
It's easy going, man. There's no problem with a regular bitch.
You can find them in the Midwest all over.
Yeah, that's their whole thing.
That's my favorite thing in the Midwest.
Thing. I'm born and raised on 5s and 6s, man. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. And they got sneaky tits under there, too. They got a body under there sometimes, too.
Oh, yeah, the sneaky... Oh, man, that's some of the greatest. But one thing about them bitches, man, they got personality.
Yes.
You meet a 5 or 6, they make you laugh.
Yep.
They might play video games.
They'll drink under the table and still blow you at the end of the night.
Bad bitch, they just want to go out to eat all day.
Wake up, watch a football game with you. Know more about the offensive line depth than you.
So yeah, that's what it is, man. She too bad, but I feel you though, man. When you got a bad bitch, you gonna have bad bitch problems, man. That's like
he's already thinking about the pussy too.
Yeah, of course he is, man. Because there's nothing better than having a bitch that look good naked. You're like, oh shit. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like, sometimes a bitch take her clothes off. She got that pouch. You know what I'm saying? She got that fupa. You like, damn, bitch. You want to speed bag that motherfucker. You know what I'm saying?
Well, she got the Spanx during the day, so the homies don't know about it.
That pouch pussy be good to the motherfucker, though.
That is true.
It's like they got a Reebok pump for
that
wetness
koala
or something.
Pussy?
Yeah, it's like a little pump. You just, as soon as that motherfucker start getting dry, you just push that fupa in a little bit. That motherfucker start gushing, man. You ain't ready for that shit, man.
And the added weight tightens it all up.
Yeah,
gives
man.
it a little extra muscle to it.
But yeah, that's it is what it is, man. You just gotta.
I would do it one time just to see how crazy the bitch still is.
No, fuck that. That bitch will burn your car up, man. That bitch will break your windows.
You think she's that crazy?
Yeah, definitely, man. All of them is. So the best thing you can do, man, if you don't want to go through no crazy shit, leave that bitch alone. That's all I would tell you, man. That's the best thing. The best thing she possibly did for you was leave your ass alone and find her somebody else.
Sounds
man.
like you got out with the other
Sometimes,
dude.
man, that's just the way the world works, man. That's what you want, but you don't need it. You know what I'm saying? Because that shit gonna cause you some extra problems and stress you probably don't need in your life,
Go fuck some regular bitches.
Yeah, go fuck with you a regular bitch. That's what it sounds like you need, because you got to be ready to handle them bad bitch problems. All right, come on, let's spin the wheel.
What we got wheels. Oh, here we go. Fentanyl.
Yeah.
This is a wild wheel, dude. Oh,
and you called it.
Fentanyl.
And we got a winner.
Oh, no. R.I.P. Mac Miller.
Yeah, man. R.I.P. Mac Miller, man. That was the homie. But, yeah, man. Fentanyl shit is really sad.
It is horrible, dude.
I feel sad, man, for anybody coming up in this day and age that want to experiment
with drugs. It's scary as fuck.
Because, I mean, who knows? Just that one time. It's so many stories out here. I was actually just watching, like, a news report. They was talking about, like, how many teenagers are dying from, I mean, they fucking with the perks.
Back in where we're from, too. Ohio, Michigan.
Yeah.
Like, it's my high school now, the biggest problem was, like, weed and bullshit like that, or drinking and going to school. Dude, now it's, like, heroin and fentanyl. Yeah. These kids are dying.
Like friends, like motherfuckers in high school got like 5 or 6 friends that died and shit 100%. Like that. Like, and that shit is just like, I mean, it's crazy, man. I ain't about to start having conspiracy theories, but
I got them too, bro.
Because the fentanyl comes from China. Too. You know what I'm saying?
Is it?
Yeah, for the most part. Well, now they saying most of it is coming from like cartels in Mexico and shit like that too. But
yeah,
I always thought that the fentanyl started in China. I always look at it like it's a biochemical warfare on a low.
I just don't understand how big are the profit margins that they got to cut it like that. Is it that big of a thing?
No, the thing about it is that addictive. I mean, the thing is, it's just a slippery slope with them trying to fucking
put a little bit in and it keeps you addicted.
So you might, like they saying it's fentanyl and weed now, shit like that. No. So you hit a little bit of fentanyl, you don't know you're getting a fentanyl, but you like, that shit was good. Yeah. I want that pack again. Where that shit at? Now you got motherfuckers wanting fentanyl. Like when I was in rehab, there was a lot of motherfuckers in there for fentanyl.
I know, I've heard that they are just addicted to fentanyl now.
Yeah, it was this one motherfucker, man. He was on the fent bad, you could just tell because he couldn't let the pass go. Like anytime we just sit around having a conversation, he'll just bring fentanyl into the mix, some type of way, man. We'll be watching the fucking basketball game. He'd be like, "Man, that motherfucker just dunked, man." But shit, man, that's the feeling I get. I bet you, that's the feeling I would get after I hit that fent, man.
Chris Webber dunk or some shit.
That motherfucker left after 2 days. That motherfucker just left, and we on top of a mountain and shit. This motherfucker just bounced. We like, damn, where cuz go? Like that nigga left.
Where'd you hit rehab at?
It was. I don't think I could talk about.
Oh
that,
yeah, you're right. But there was a mountain.
But yeah, I guess they're gonna figure that out. I think it's rehabs on a few mountains.
There's definitely mountains by a lot of rehabs. I agree.
I think that's a thing. They try to keep your ass away from everything else.
Yes.
Because where I was at, man, the whole town was literally ran by that rehab, I feel like.
Really?
Everybody that worked there, lived there, motherfuckers, it was just associated. That whole town
That's
was
crazy.
Like, you know how you got some towns
On
like...
Shutter Island, some shit?
Yeah, like, you know, sometimes like Jackson, Michigan, it's just literally ran by fucking the penitentiary.
Oh,
that's
really?
Like the biggest, everybody worked there, all type of shit.
Damn.
So, it was some shit like that. But for the most part, man, yeah, the fentanyl, man. Now, like, I be, my dumb ass, I be on YouTube, my algorithm is all fucked up. So I be getting those fucking Kensington, Philadelphia, them motherfuckers on Kensington, and they doing some shit called Trank. It's
I
like
haven't heard about that.
a tranquilizer or some shit. And they doing that shit. That shit is stronger than fentanyl or some shit. And they doing that shit. And that shit just literally like eating their flesh up.
No.
And you just see blocks and blocks of motherfuckers just fucked up and just out of it, man. It look like fucking Resident Evil, like fucking zombie towns and shit. So
I don't know. You do ketamine's now like a normal ass drug.
yeah, they pretty much
Everything's getting fucked up now.
I mean, the ketamine and the Molly and shit, they pretty much making that like a therapeutic. Almost how they
which is wild.
stigmatize mushrooms.
Yeah.
And that shit. I've never been. The first time I did ketamine, I was like, y'all motherfuckers do this for fun?
I didn't. Well, it didn't really elevate the night for me, really.
The shit just made me dizzy as fuck. Like I felt like I
Yeah.
couldn't stand up. Like I don't know
agree.
what the fuck was going on. I was just like, man, like that shit is not cool. But
You want to ruin your evening?
I would still hit some every now and then when we run out of coke. And like, ain't no more coke, but we got some ketamine. All right, give me a bump of that shit, you know. But now, yeah, I'm seeing people saying it has like, I don't know, medicinal purposes or some shit.
Yeah.
And what is that?
It's like you do it in a measured sense that you could deal with it's deep depression type shit too and stuff like that. I don't know.
Almost like how microdosing mushrooms.
Yes, that type of shit. That's what they say.
Even that's crazy. Like, even though I've met some people, you know, I know some people that, you know, microdosing has really helped them.
I agree.
Me,
I know some people for sure.
and my addictive personality, I just couldn't microdose.
you taking an eighth?
Yeah, I started off trying to microdose. Now
You back on that mountain.
I was eating 14 grams.
Were you really?
Yes.
What?
Yes.
What did you figure out about life? We're all one, right? We're all just stardust.
Man, just all type of dumb shit. I don't think like it helped me in no type of way. Because it was really, for real.
14 grams is too much.
And Dr. Drew told my ass, too. That's why I listened to his ass.
What'd he say?
He told me, because I was like, man, you know, I was trying to stop drinking at the time. And, you know, everybody was talking about how microdosing could stop, you know. So I was microdosing.
You're out here
I
macrodosing.
don't know, man, you know. And then one night, I was just in my fucking room. And I'm like, fuck that. I want to blast off. And I ate like 14 grams. And before I know it, I'm talking to myself and shit.
Oh, yeah.
And it was like, man, drinking ain't so bad. You can drink, you can handle it. And
Oh,
this and
no.
that. Started back drinking. Next thing I know, I'm eating 14. It was that summer, man, everything was purple. Like when I go outside, the grass would be purple. Like shit just looked like a Black Sabbath album cover, man. The shit was all fucked up.
Well, yeah. Don't do 14 grams. 3.5 is good.
That shit wouldn't even do nothing to me. I think
Really?
I actually took so many mushrooms because I ate so many mushrooms. Now I can just lay down and I can start seeing visuals. Like I think I really fucked my brain up.
That's what acid's supposed to do that to you, not mushroom.
I knew I was getting too far when one day was telling me to jump out the window.
Yeah,
You know
that's
what I'm
100%.
Me and my girl had got into it and it was like, you want to piss her off, jump out the window. That'll
see.
really make her mad.
Bro, it starts opening things in your mind. Yeah.
But
mushrooms.
thank God I was drinking at that time.
That's what, yes.
Because
you.
I was
Thank
so
you, Jesus.
drunk and I was so lazy for being drunk. I didn't have any motivation to
jumping out
get
this
up to
damn
jump out the
window.
window. Yeah, I was like, man, that sounds like a good idea. But man, I don't feel
I'm
like
too
even.
fucked up.
I don't even feel like getting up right now, man. You
Maybe
know?
in the morning.
So yeah, that's why I feel like I was getting a lot of like weird, you know, because I've had people like back in the day in the hood and shit, like motherfuckers be like, man, yeah, you taking them psychedelics and shit. Your ass to jump out the window.
Yeah.
Like, you know?
I know somebody did that.
Yeah. So yeah, and I see why they did it, man.
100%. Yeah, okay, because I never took that much.
I never knew why, you know, that shit happened, but you start hearing them voices and shit, motherfuckers talking to you and shit. You start. See, that's one thing about me. I got so much of a narcissistic fucking. I was like, nigga, fuck is you talking about? Why would I jump out the window? That shit sounds stupid. Like I get where you coming from with this. It's like, man, she mad at you.
You talking shit to your own voice in your head?
Yeah, like she mad at you. You know, she gonna be sad now. She gonna have to care for you and shit. She gonna feel to be all, I'm like, nigga, shut up, man. You ain't jumping out no motherfucking window. But then it was stupid, man. All right. So anybody
funny.
out there, man, don't listen to the voices in your head. That's one thing. Especially
Fuck
when
fentanyl.
Fuck fentanyl, especially when you are fucking psychedelics. All right.
Yeah.
I do like acid though. All right, next up.
It's amazing.
Yeah, I do like acid.
I do. Hey, I go. Yeah.
I think that's the.
Yeah.
All right.
With the
I'm
right
not
couple
doing none of that
concerts and
shit no
like that.
more.
Hey, Joshua Tree. Joshua Tree makes sense. Somebody tells you to go to Joshua Tree sober. You're like, what the fuck is this shit? You ever go out there on drugs? Oh, it's crazy.
No, I'm really just sad now. I can't like go to gym and jams and shit like that. Like I was watching.
Yeah.
I was watching this festival where motherfuckers do a lot of psychedelics. And motherfuckers looked like they was having a good time,
Yeah.
and it was almost like I had tears in my eyes. Like I
You
can't
fuck
do
with,
this
like,
shit no more.
Dead and Company and shit with John Mayer playing
Yeah,
guitar
that's what
and
I'm
shit.
saying.
On
Like
yeah,
I can't
it's
do
some
none of
good
that shit no more, man.
Yeah.
It's out of it. That's
Yeah.
the past for me, man.
Yeah.
All right, we're hopping to some white people shit.
White people shit.
First of all, that got into some white people shit there at the end. John Mayer's been brought up.
Talking to the manager.
Oh, damn.
Hey, Danny and the Booth Boys. I was talking to my friend who was supposed to go on vacation. He didn't go because his passport never arrived. I told him to call the passport agency and demand to talk to the higher-ups. This got me thinking. A demand to talk to the higher-ups on some phone shit. Is that white people shit? Anyway, much love for New Jersey and Drip. I don't know, man. You might have to answer this one for me. I never been...
I mean, honestly, sometimes you got to just talk to the higher ups.
Yeah.
You know, especially on the phone. You know when you get to that one point with somebody on the phone that you know that they can't do the shit and they got to pass the shit on to somebody else.
I've never been good at when we got to put our white person voice on. I never been good at that. Like it's almost like even today I had to call the fucking I had to call the pharmacy about my prescription and shit.
How's
You know
it
what I'm
go?
saying?
What's your white person voice look like?
Yes, I was just calling them to check in on my. Yes, I was just calling to check on my prescription. My name's Daniel Sewell. You know,
Oh my God.
It's just sounds-
same dude that rhymed ignorant with clitoris up here. Like,
yeah. So it's,
so I just need some Adderall. That's crazy.
So it got to the point in my life now, like, like even going on like
did
jobs.
you get the shit done though?
That's why I never really had jobs and shit. Like going on job interviews, I sucked at those shits. Like you know what I'm saying?
What
Like
was your last real job?
Shit.
I'm trying to think of what you interviewed for.
I mean, I've been on a lot of interviews for
Right.
jobs. I just never got that
You didn't
motherfucking
get 'em.
job. They never would call my ass back.
You couldn't get the voice right?
I mean, I guess, man, they be like, no, this nigga don't talk like that. Soon as we hire this motherfucker, he gonna be a straight nigga up in this bitch. But no, so for the last job I had, I think
You were up at a restaurant telling them, you ever put chili on the chicken wings though?
yeah, like I'm gonna just turn to a straight. But see, I never really had too many jobs. I had,
Yeah.
I started early working.
Yeah, you
and
did
shit.
start early, right?
Yeah, I started working at like 14. I lied on my application and shit. So then by the time I was like old enough, I think my last job I was working for like, that's when you know you fucked up, when you work for temp services and shit.
Oh, yes.
And they just send you out to
That's
some random job. You're
not
like, what the
doing
fuck
well.
going on? Yeah, you need some help.
You're so bad at your job, people could tolerate you for 12 hours at a time,
Yeah.
then you're done.
Motherfuckers that smoke Black and Miles definitely work for the
Yes,
temp
100%,
service. That's just where that
100%.
come from. That shit meat head to head. You know what I'm saying?
The cigarillos. That's funny.
Yeah, fuck that. So you play video games?
Video game reviews.
Nah, you know what? That's the best. But I'll fuck around with the OG shit. Like, I'm born in 86, so like, this past weekend was playing like Mario Kart and shit like that. But like, I stopped owning video game consoles after Xbox OG.
Damn.
But that's good. That's like my shit. I know I would be too into it.
That's my whole. I'm glad that because I almost got into that phase of collecting old video games for no reason, and just buying them shits just to have for like nostalgic purposes
Right.
and shit. Then you realize like, man, you don't even play that shit.
No.
And then you try to play
the old ones.
Yeah, and then you try to
wouldn't.
play some of them old games on Nintendo and shit. Them shits is so fucking hard, man.
I
You
know.
like, what the fuck?
It
was
is
they-
crazy.
Like what
Mega
the-
Man, bro.
Like what the fuck was they thinking? You can't beat this
crazy.
shit. So
I
yeah,
agree.
so for the most part, but I got I got a Steam Deck, so I got a lot of emulators.
Okay.
I put a lot of emulators on there, and but I've been playing a lot of GameCube games and shit like that, man. But
We had a modded out Xbox at college, and it was dope because we had like you could play all the arcade games like Capcom versus Marvel. We would go do that for drinking games, shit like that. It was good. Mario Tennis.
even that, man. Like the worst thing you can do is fucking buy a full cabinet arcade. Like you know what I'm saying? Like I've had a few,
Well, like a physical, like a big
yeah,
ass
like
thing?
you know, just
Oh,
something
yeah.
you always thought that was some baller shit to do. Like, let me get this.
Then you just got X-Men in the
then
corner.
you just sitting there, my motherfucker just on, just making noise
Yeah.
in the corner and shit. You don't even play the shit.
You guys
But
don't want to
then-
play Simpsons again? Run it
no,
back.
the worst thing is if you try to moving them shits.
Yeah.
Oh my god, like that is the worst shit you could possibly do, man. Like, man, you gonna scratch that motherfucker, all type of shit. So yeah, man.
You think you're gonna play NBA Hang Time way more than you will.
And then it sucks because when you do play it, like just say when you start like having problems, like to fix it and shit,
Yeah.
like you got to go on YouTube and look up shit and all that type
Or
of
hire
bullshit.
somebody and you don't know how they're gonna charge you because you can't do it.
But I still do. I do love like going to like that's just the kid in me. Like there's certain places I go to that they still have like an arcade culture.
Yeah, I like that.
I will always go.
There's some good barcades in Phoenix we used to fuck with.
There's some good one. I just a good one in Portland.
Yeah.
That I always go to.
Yes, I've done that.
They got them here. I've
Yeah,
never been to none here.
they're popping. Yeah, past like 10, 12 years they've been popping again. Because it is dope. You just get a couple of beers, you fuck with like NFL Blitz and shit like
See,
that.
that's the thing about it, man. You fucking drinking.
Yeah, my bad. I keep bringing it up. But
but I'm saying that's what most of them are. They like bars,
It's
with arcades and
barcades,
shit. Yeah, so that's what most of them are. But I remember, man, we used to. It's funny you say NFL Blitz. We had a arcade called Roscoe's back in Detroit, and
Okay.
that was like the hangout to skip school.
Oh, okay.
Like what? Every time they dropped, like, and I remember when NFL Blitz came out,
That
man,
was the one.
that shit was so packed. I'm like, did anybody go to school
I
today?
know.
Like everybody just in front of that motherfucker. Then you know the crazy shit how you had next, you put the quarter down, like you stand back there and wait on your turn. Man, I've seen so many fights at arcades,
Yeah.
man. You have no idea, man.
Over a quarter.
Dog, like man, I put my quarter down.
Yeah.
That's my shit. You know what I'm saying? Just having necks and shit. So yeah, man, that's for the most part, man. But I've really just
Yeah, what do you play? Nowadays you play?
now I've been playing like just like old school style RPG called Rise of the Third Power.
Oh, damn.
I've been you know, it's I'm a huge basketball fan and fucking
Oh yeah, me too.
2K is my life.
Oh really?
So I play a lot of NBA 2K and
The new ones?
I mean, yeah.
They're good?
Definitely. That's what I've been
Dude, I still play. I try to play them. Like if a homie's got it at the crib, I can't even get the controllers down. It's like more complicated than it used to be.
Yeah,
Is that
it's-
fair?
it's definitely
It's way
is.
yeah.
It's-
Like I can't just jump back in.
There's some nerd shit going
Yes.
on. Like, and you know, 24, they already announced it's about to come out. So I've just been getting my last in.
They got Kobe on there.
Cause I'm fucking you spend all this fucking money creating these characters and shit. So I'm like, let me
Yeah.
get my last. Look, I spent like $400 this year. so.
So you got to spend money in games now.
Yeah. So what happens is they have this mode called My Career Mode, which pretty much you make your own player, and you know they have a story mode for them about you going to the league and all that
Okay.
kind of shit. But you start off shitty as fuck. You
Right.
got these terrible ass clothes.
Yeah.
And you can just buy virtual currency, and you can upgrade your character, and so to get your character to a 90, you will have to play like 2 weeks straight if you ain't spend no money, or you can do it in a day.
Okay.
So that's
you can
where they
cut some
get you.
corners.
At. So yeah, I mean that's pretty much where all this shit is happening. Even like now with all this like music software.
Yeah.
For the most part, all that shit is pretty much what it was since it's been like MPCs and all these beat making machines. But now they figured out they can make more money with all these plugins and VSTs and shit like that. So you buy this shit. Like me, I spent probably over $1,000 in plugins right now.
If you told me I could have spent $50 to beat Tomb Raider 2 in like a week or two back in the day, I would have done that shit.
Yeah,
that
so-
shit was annoying as fuck.
So yeah,
Tigers
man.
keep fucking with me.
I would definitely say, since I haven't been smoking weed, video games have not been like my priority like they used to.
Okay.
Like just playing them, like, I don't know. I always feel like, nigga, you could be doing something better with your life right now.
Right. I got the addictive personality. I know I would be locked in on some shit like
So
that.
I've
if I
been
had it.
more like focusing on making music and shit right now. But I know being on that's why I'm so happy that they're creating all these handheld consoles that are really up to speed.
The
with,
Nintendo shit?
like the
Switch?
switches. I've lost
What's better
like
than that?
3 switches. Steam Decks. They creating a new one. I think
Oh, damn.
PlayStation just announced one, and
Okay.
I think Google maybe made one, but it's a lot of them that's been coming out. They've
That's
been coming
what's up.
out where you can get, and it's pretty much like handheld PCs.
Okay.
So, and the games are really just it's just up to the Logitech.
What is it? Oh, really?
The
Okay.
Logitech G Cloud. I actually just seen that.
And what? You just buy the games on there, right?
Yeah,
So it's almost like a little. Okay.
you can literally, and then you get like a terabyte memory card, and you can literally have like 5 consoles.
These kids
with, like
got it good,
500 games in your pocket. Flights have never been flights have been amazing for me ever since these.
You just
shits
run
came
it with
out.
one of those?
What? I was
I should
playing
get one of those.
playing fucking Elden Ring. and fucking,
I don't know that one.
Yeah.
That's some nerd shit. It's so funny.
I was playing Elden Ring on the plane. I'm like, yeah, see, this
I
is
got
what
a
it's all
homie. One
about.
of my best homies, Anwar, is he's huge on this shit, and he talks over my head with this shit. He's on some nerd shit like that though.
The thing is about these games like Elden Rings, like the Souls games and the Final Fantasies and all that. I mean, I suck at them. I die a million times.
Yeah.
But I get so wrapped up in the fucking story that I want to know what happened. It's almost like, because I don't watch much. I don't watch much TV. I don't watch really too many movies and shit. So these are my movies and my TV shows and shit like that. So
yeah, see, I'll be crushing movies.
And I'll be fucking playing them and shit. Like, you know what I'm saying? Trying to, figure it out. Even though I could just go on YouTube and just figure out what the fuck happened.
Right,
and it hates me. And I hate to my heart to do that. Because once I do that, I don't play the fucking game anymore. You know? So even that, like watching like TV series and shit. Now you can just go on YouTube and just watch a breakdown. Just watch it. They just tell you the whole story and shit. You don't even got to spend all the time watching shit.
I crush movies all the time. I just saw Mission Impossible last night. Now
it's a new Mission Impossible?
It's amazing.
Oh,
motherfuckers jumping off cliffs on a motorcycle with it's crazy.
That's white people shit.
Hey, Tom Cruise doing shit is yes. If that's white people shit, sign me up, bro.
It's Scientology funded.
That's the guy right there, bro. I don't give a fuck what he does. That's why I always try to separate the art from the man. I don't give a fuck if he jumped on the couch, fuck Katie Holmes, shit.
They always talk about how short Tom Cruise is.
Yeah, he does a lot of shit with his shoes. Like they got they'll put like the lifts on the shoes so he doesn't look stupid around other people.
That's
Meanwhile,
hilarious.
he's knocking motherfuckers out. He never looks stupid. He's saving the world 7 times now.
He do all his own stunts, right?
Bro, he's the beast.
Man,
I'm all in on TC. You see Top Gun? That last one?
Bro.
I'm saying.
I mean, the first Top Gun was the first gay movie I ever saw.
So he's a forward-thinking guy.
But no, I never. No,
you didn't see the last one,
bro. I've never seen a Mission Impossible in my life.
Oh, bro, are you kidding me?
I'm sorry. It's just,
dude. They're pretty much like he's a video game character. He's just gonna save the world by the end of it.
I don't know.
There's some good villains in this shit too. Philip Seymour Hoffman.
I never watched any
Shout
of
out
this
to
shit.
Fentanyl.
I swear, I don't know. I never watched any of this shit. I don't know.
Well, that's, you know what? A lot of people are like trying to hate on you because you don't watch this shit. I'm sitting here telling you I'm jealous of you because you got a whole adventure in front of you, bro. Ethan Hunt has fucking saved the world 7 times, bro. And this one's, and then, oh man, go dive in, dude. 2.5 hours. He's a man. Look at that facial structure. You kidding me, dude?
Man. Tom Cruise is, I mean, like, bro, like.
That's the dude right there.
He has to be like 60.
He's 61. I looked it up last night.
Really?
Yeah.
And he doing all these fucking stunts and shit?
Dude.
He's so fucking in shape and shit.
And he's doing all the car shit. He was on a fucking plane. They took the plane off on the last one, and he's on the side of the plane.
This shit is crazy. Tom Cruise, you a bad motherfucker, man.
He's a beast.
They almost got me in Scientology.
Did they? Where were you living? In L.A.?
No, I was broke walking around New York one time. He's like, you want to take a personality test? I'm like,
you're
well,
all 14 grams of mushrooms. Like, I guess
this is my Black and Mild smoking stages. I didn't know what was going on with my life. I was out there trying to be a rapper. I'm passing out CDs, trying to get motherfuckers my demo and shit.
On the grind? Okay.
I was on the grind. And then this is what it was. I used to have to, the person that I was staying with,
yeah.
You know, it's that kind of situation where they, even though I realized I was a piece of shit person to them.
Okay.
Like they
to the Scientology people?
No.
Or to the other people you're staying with?
It was a homie that I grew up with in Detroit. And then he actually moved to New York and he had a girl and all that shit. And I was like, I didn't have nowhere to stay in New York. And, I was telling him that I was trying to get out there and try to like shop my demo and meet with record labels and, just try to go out there and get a record deal or some shit. And he's like, let me stay with you for like a couple of days or some shit like that. And then I went out there. And I was this is me and my piece of shit ways. I smoked I smoked a cigarette in their bathroom.
Oh, no.
And they don't smoke it. They like,
that's so disrespectful.
It's so disrespectful. But this is back in I was so immature just in my mind. I ain't never paid rent for myself in my life at this point in time in my life. I was in the bathroom smoking a cigarette. The bitch was like, you in there smoking a cigarette, Danny? I'm like, oh, my bad. I had the window open thinking that shit was going to do something. So then when I remember coming back that night, the motherfuckers locked me out. They wouldn't let me back in. Now I realize why. You know what I'm saying?
That was a real ass conversation. This motherfucker just smoked a cigarette in our damn bathroom. We pay rent. Yeah. They're gonna fucking
So they would go to work. And when they go to work, they be like, you can't be here. You got to find somewhere to go. So I would go fucking walking around the city and just doing shit. And I was just walking around. I had nothing else to do. And the motherfuckers came out of Scientology building like, you want to take a personality test?
Yeah.
I'm like, hell yeah. I got some time to kill. Why not? Go in there and find out I'm just a depressed motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? I was the perfect candidate for them.
Yeah.
They was just trying to, but then once they realized I was broke as fuck, because they had me. I was
Oh, they need
down. I'm
money?
like, yeah, that's what Scientology is all about.
That makes sense.
Once
I didn't
they
know. So it's over control. It's really money.
Yeah.
That's all religion.
It's
though.
a scam.
Yeah.
But for the whole, once they found out I was broke, they like, oh, we can't help you. I was like, shit, I want to come back tomorrow and talk to y'all motherfuckers, man. I really feel like I ain't got nowhere to go, man. This might be a place, you know.
What a sliding doors moment. You could have been the head of
almost got me.
Scientology,
They
but
almost
instead
got me.
you turned into Danny Brown.
Just off being broke, man. When you broke and desperate, man, any motherfucker can get you, man. If they would have told me
It's crazy seeing these motherfuckers on the documentaries. You're like, this looks like a competent person, somebody that wouldn't be got by this. And how they can just brainwash you into that shit is quick, man.
Scientology is an expensive religion, man. They started talking about how much the books cost and all that shit. I'm like, damn, nigga, all I got is fucking train fare. I got a fucking, I got a fucking 1 week Metro card pass. That's all I got, man. I'm surviving off fucking one beef patty a day.
But they gave Tom Cruise the belief that he could do all his own stunts.
God
There's
damn
power in that. In that God, whatever they got.
It gotta be, man.
You know what I'm saying? So I don't know.
All right, goddamn it. We'll get about this motherfucker, man. Let's spin the wheel one more time.
Okay.
See what we gonna hit on, and we'll be up out of there. I need pluckers to hit again so they can send me a gift card. I love y'all motherfuckers. Foot
Oh,
fetish.
no. With the Bigfoot bitches?
See, we was talking about it earlier. I'm just a foot guy in that, that sense. Yeah, definitely, man.
So you like when you're in there, you're grabbing the feet, like, or you just start with the feet. You start sucking the feet, and you're
in my drug fueled days.
What are you doing?
Yeah, I was going for the toes off rip, but now not.
And then are they
so
foot
much.
fucking like doing the? I just heard about this a few years ago. Like you can fuck the feet, right?
Yeah, and that's considered not cheating. But
that's good to know.
But no, I ain't trying to fuck no feet. But for the most part, I just feel like when you see a woman that really takes good care of her feet, that means she take good care of that pussy too.
That's
fair.
What
I'm saying? So
that
if you
makes
see a bitch,
total sense.
Dirty foot bitch, you know that monkey stinking. So
that's fair.
That's that. You know what I'm saying?
completely
So
agree
for
with
the
that.
most part, that's where I'm at with that, man. But
Bitch wearing
feet,
open toe sandals in Vegas, some shit like
feet
that.
looking good, everything else gonna add up.
That's hey.
So that's
you heard
mine.
it here first.
So that's mine. So that's mine. So you know what I'm saying? If you don't take nothing else from this episode,
Take that shit.
take that.
Get
All
your
right.
feet locked up.
We got this motherfucker, man. Mike Turner,
I appreciate
man.
you, bro.
Thank you, man, for
This is
coming
dope,
through, man.
man.
You got anything you want to plug?
Yeah, hit me. Everything's Turner Comedy on IG, on TikTok and shit like that. And then I got the link tree with all my stuff. I got a new podcast out now, so hit that up. But Turner Comedy, follow me on there. I'm touring. I'm in Fort Collins later in July, and I'm doing some tours later in the fall and the winter. So hit me on there. Fuck with me. Come see me live.
All right, love y'all motherfuckers. We about this bitch.
Appreciate it.
Peace.